Hey everybody, I'm Sophie Julia here with DK Live, and we're here with Saints punter Thomas Morstead. Thomas, how's your Super Bowl week going so far?
So far, so good. Up early this morning, and I've got a load of interviews today, so I'm excited.
How you staying warm?
Well, I bought my first winter coat 3 weeks ago when we came up here to play against the Vikings, so that's helping me stay warm.
So speaking of when you played the Vikings, you're here this week because of something really nice. When you played in that game, you got injured. You went back out on the play, showed incredible toughness, and in turn, the Vikings fans donated a ton of money to your charity through Reddit. And tell me what you're going to do with that money this week.
Yeah, so they've donated almost $350,000. We shut the first 221, which is what we're giving away today to Children's Hospital Minnesota. That was raised, and at some point they were like, hey, we can only take in so much for this specific need, child life, and so we shut that down, and they ended up redirecting and getting people to donate down to Louisiana, and so we've gotten about $120,000 for that so far for Louisiana hospitals, which is great. But it's just been a story where at every turn it's just been a positive twist, and so just really remarkable to see so many people, give to kind of a stranger, and so I'm excited to give it back.
That's so nice. I mean, most people are here to party and here to do interviews. He's doing some nice things.
Well, look, I'm just, like I said, the fans here, they are just incredibly nice people, and we had over 6,000 people donate, which is just amazing, and so I'm really looking forward to doing this at the hospital and meeting some of the kids. I think a couple of Vikings players are going to come out, which they're all big fans of those Vikings players, so I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
That's so nice. Now, you guys had a great season this year. What would you give your season grade?
I don't know. Look, I think there's only one happy team at the end of the year. You can rationalize all you want, but we're in the business of winning and trying to win a Super Bowl. I think it's disappointing how our season ended. Obviously, it was kind of a heartbreaking way to lose. I think we all felt poised like it was our time, but sometimes, you can't control the domino, just falls the other way, and that's the way it goes. But that's why this is so exciting. That's why there's this happening right here, this whole Media Central Radio Row, but that's why you play the game, and so it's exciting. And so just to have the opportunity to be in situations like that, playoff football is exciting. Hopefully we'll be back, but people think you just pick up where you leave off. You don't. Every team takes on a life of its own, and so next year we just kind of have to start over from scratch and hopefully build to where we can try and get back to it.
Yeah, of course. I mean, how many years do you think Drew Brees has left in him?
I don't know. All I know is I wouldn't bet against him. I mean, all that guy does is beat the odds and do things that he shouldn't do his whole life.
Yeah.
And he's got a chip on his shoulder, and he's about as internally motivated a guy as I've ever seen or been around. He just operates differently than most people do, and so I wouldn't bet against him. I know it's a cliche thing to say, but it's a year at a time thing, and but he continues to be an excellent player for us at the most important position, and that's why we have a chance to win every year.
Now, you've been in New Orleans your entire career. Are you ever worried that you're going to have early onset hearing loss from the Superdome? Because that is the loudest place I have ever been to in my entire life. My brain was rattling in my head. Yeah,
look, we got the best fans ever. I know everybody says that, but our dome, when it's rocking, it's loud. And I don't worry so much about game day because that only happens every couple of weeks when you get something crazy loud. Really, it's when we practice with the noise machines in practice,
Really?
And those things are on. I'm plugging my ears during practice. Yeah, because they want to make the defense or the offense have to practice where they can't communicate, they can't hear, and so they have to use hand signals, and they've got to be on their P's and Q's. So, but yeah, I have thought about that for sure.
I swear I almost left a game early because my ears were ringing, and it was like the first quarter. So how many Mardi Gras have you been to?
Probably at least 5. I used to live on the parade route for about 3 or 4 years, and my rookie year, we won the Super Bowl, and that rolled right into Mardi Gras starting. And so we won on a Sunday. It was February 7th, 2010. Our parade was on the Tuesday, and we borrowed all the different Mardi Gras floats. They were already ready for that week, ready to go. And so that was really a unique experience doing that. And there were 1 million people just inside of little old downtown New Orleans, and so hopefully we could do that again at some point.
That's awesome. Do you have any crazy stories from there?
Yeah, I can't tell them all, but it was just, the team had just been perennial losers through the history, and so when the new staff came in '06 and they ended up, we all won the Super Bowl in '09. I just think it was like generationally these families that were Saints supporters their whole life. It was like it meant everything to them, and it was so kind of close to Katrina having happened, and it just meant a lot to the whole city coming back. And so for me personally to be a part of that it feels like I'm part of the city's history, not just part of an NFL team. And so I'm really grateful for that experience, and it's something that no matter where my career takes me or what I do or where I move after my career is over, New Orleans will always feel like home, and that, we live there year round and we love being there.
That's so nice. I love it there. It's such a fun city, and the fans there just live for the Saints.
Yeah. And I always warn people, you come to New Orleans, first time you do touristy things, the second time you do a little more local things, and the third time sometimes you don't leave. So be careful going back too often. It's such a great place that they just can't stay away.
I'll be sure not to go back for a third time. What's your game prediction?
It's tough to pick against the Patriots. They just have a knack for winning, and so it's tough. I will say this: I think it's a great thing that they're heavy, or that the Eagles are heavy underdogs. And we were underdogs when we played in the Super Bowl, and there's nothing better for a team that's confident to feel like they're not being respected. And so I do expect it to be a really good game, which is great.
Well, I'm from Philly, so go Eagles. Thank you so much for coming by, Thomas, and it's great what you're doing with the hospital and everything, so good luck with all of that.
All right, thanks for the coverage. Really appreciate it.